Hope you all are doing good. So this class I am going to start the new lesson, that is lesson number 3, air, water and weather. Lesson number 3, air, water and weather. Everyone take your set 1 textbook in the page number 179. Page number 179, lesson number 3, air, water and weather. So first I am going to explain about air. Okay, so air is very important for all the living beings, right? So without air, either the plant, animals and humans, we can't able to survive, because air is present very important role. Okay, so that complete topic I am going to cover about air. Okay, so here air is around us in everywhere. So we can't able to see, but we can able to feel it. For example, when you close your window, when the airflow it will be there, that it will come and beat the windows, right? So that time we can able to feel that is a movement of air. The moving air is called as a wind. The moving air it is called as a wind. Then what is meant by breeze? There is a slow movement of cool air. Okay, there is a slow movement of cool air. It is called as a breeze, and the moving air it is called as a wind. Okay, so air is present everywhere, but we can't able to see it, but we can able to feel. Okay, but we can feel when the air it moves or blows. Moving air it is called as a wind. Also, this cool air, this slow movement it is called as a breeze. Okay, wind help us to moving a small ship. In ocean above we can see with the which direction the wind flow it will be there. So based on the direction the ship it will start traveling. Also, have you people seen the windmill? So it will move with the help of the air. So through that we can able to generate the electricity. Also, this vacation times and all used to we will leave the kite, right? So that is called as a glider. Okay, if air flow it will be more means, then we can glide the kite nicely. So if air flow is not there, okay, so the kite it can't able to go up. Okay, so when the air flow it will be more, then only the kite also it will fly very high. Also, whatever the earth is surrounded by a thick layer of a gas. Earth is surrounded by a thick layer of the gas. It is called as a atmosphere. Earth is surrounded by thick layer of air. It is called as a atmosphere. So this is very important, children. So you have to read this. Okay, atmosphere. Air is surrounded by thick layer of air. Okay, so whichever the earth surface is there, it is surrounded with thick layer of gases, right? Then we will go for upper layer and all. That air surface it will be very thin. Also we can able to see the oxygen content also it is very less. Okay, oxygen content also it is very less in the upper layer of the earth. Whichever it is surrounded by us, it is covered with completely thick air. Okay, so next one we are going to see, our planet Earth is surrounded by thick layer of air. This layer of air it is called as a atmosphere. There is more air near the surface of the earth. As we go higher, that air surface it will be very thin. Okay, also we won't get oxygen to breathe. Okay, and next one we are going to see properties of air. Air will be having a certain properties, so that we are going to see. Air takes up the space. Air can be compressed. Air is a mixture of a gas. Air is necessary for respiration, and air it contains carbon dioxide. And next one, air is essential for burning. Now I am going to explain one by one. Before that, I want to conclude that what is the composition of air. Here this chart you can able to see in your textbook also, children. Okay, so it is a composition of air. So the air is a mixture of other gases. Air is a mixture of other gases. In that total 78% it is mixed with nitrogen. What is the use of nitrogen? It will be helpful for the plant. Okay, in soil also we can able to see nitrogen. With the help of nitrogen, the plant it will grow very healthy. Okay, the nitrogen is a major composition of the air, and next one it is the oxygen. Okay, it will be in the 21% in the air. O2 is nothing but it is a oxygen. And next it is a carbon dioxide. This percent it will be 0.03%. 0.03% carbon dioxide it is mixed with the air. Apart from these three gases, also some other gases also is there. For example, helium, argon. Like this we can able to see different type of gases in the air. Okay, so next one, the first topic we are going to cover, that is air takes up the space. So here wherever we will see, air is filled with everywhere, right? We can't able to say in one of the place air is not there. Even it is a minute hole also, the air will pass in and it will pass out. Properties of air. Air takes up the space. Air takes up all the empty space around us. It can fill into a balloon, football, etc. Air it is present everywhere, right? With presence of air only we can able to involve in a respiration process. Also we can able to fill this air in a balloon or in a football. Okay, so this is the explanation of air takes up the space. Air we can able to see everywhere in the space. Also we can able to fill the air. And second point it is air can be compressed. How we can able to compress the air? For example, now we can take the empty football. So without gas, without air is filled in the football, you can take it. Okay, just you can take a weight, how much the football weight. After that you can blow the air with the help of the pump. Okay, we can pump the air inside. How much we can able to compress it? So that much we can able to compress the air inside the football. Then again you can able to see the weight. So there is an increase of weight. If we compress the air, so the things will be having, so it will be having a more weight. So air we can compress in balloon and football. Okay, and next point, air is a mixture of gas. Already here I have mentioned the composition of air is nothing but is a mixture of air. This major percent, that is nitrogen, is present in 78% in the air, and 21% of oxygen, and 0.03% for carbon dioxide. Apart from these three gases, also the gases are present, that is called as a hydrogen, ozone, argon, helium, etc. Like carbon dioxide, along with that nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide, there are major constituents of air. Apart from that we can able to see hydrogen, helium, argon and ozone. Okay, so these many gases it is present in the air. But also we can able to see that small quantity of dust particle. Also the small quantity of dust particles also it will be present in the air, along with that water vapor. What is mean by water vapor? When you used to boil the water, okay, you can keep the plate or you can keep your hand when it is getting evaporate, right? You can keep your hand, you can able to see water vapor you can able to feel in the hand. So your hands will become wet. Also we can keep the one plate, okay, next to the water vapor. After that you can take out the plate, you can able to see there is a small droplet of water. So this water it will get evaporated, that it will get mixed with the air. And also the amount of water vapor may vary in a weather condition. So based on the weather condition, even the water vapor it will get vary. For example, the dry air it will be there. No, for example, in summer time we'll be feeling the dry air. Okay, so that time that water vapor content it will be very less. The same air we can able to see in a coastal area, so it will be containing more water. Okay, that it is called as a humidity air. Okay, and next one, air is necessary for respiration. Okay, in air we can able to see oxygen and carbon dioxide. These two gases it will be helpful for the respiration process in living things. Okay, for example, humans, animals will take oxygen and will release the carbon dioxide. Likewise, the plants also will involve in a respiration process, right, through the help of stomata cell. How the plant it will involve in a respiration process? The plant it will take carbon dioxide and it will release the oxygen. Okay, it is like a just opposite process, right? So because we are releasing the carbon dioxide and plant is releasing the oxygen, these two it will make equal in the environment. Okay, so also the air is necessary for respiration. We need air to breathe. The oxygen present in the air necessary for respiration of all the living organism. Okay, so even plant, animal and human, for all the living beings, all the living things need water for respiration. Without respiration, no one can survive in the earth. And next one, carbon dioxide in air. So what is the major use of carbon dioxide in the air? So the carbon dioxide helpful for the photosynthesis process. You people are aware, right, how the photosynthesis process will happen in the plants. So the photosynthesis will happen in presence of sunlight plus water and presence of CO2, that is nothing but carbon dioxide. Only the plant involving the photosynthesis process in a daytime. Why? The sunlight is available only in a daytime, so it will be involved in a photosynthesis process to make their food. Okay, here carbon dioxide in air. When we breathe out, we give out carbon dioxide in the air. Carbon dioxide is important for all the green plants. So animals, they will breathe out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide will be helpful for all green plants. In that, using the carbon dioxide, it will be involving in a photosynthesis process and it will prepare their own food. And plants make use of carbon dioxide along with the water and sunlight to make their food. This process of making food by green plants, it is called as a photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place only during daytime when there is a sunlight. So without sunlight, even plant can't able to make their own food. Only the photosynthesis process will happen in a daytime. And next one, plants are only living things which can use carbon dioxide present in the air. So only plants can able to utilize the carbon dioxide. The animals and humans, we can't able to utilize the carbon dioxide because we need oxygen for breathing. And the plant is leaving carbon dioxide and the humans and animals, we are leaving oxygen. So it will get balance in our environment. Okay, they take in carbon dioxide during photosynthesis and give out oxygen in the air. But they breathe, they take in oxygen too, but they give out carbon dioxide. This may help the maintaining the balance in the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the environment. Okay, and next one we are going to see air is essential for burning. Here I am going to give a small example. In a box, okay, in a box or in a glass jar, just you can light the candle and you can keep it inside the box or a bottle. Okay, so when the air circulation will be there, then you can able to see that candle will be lightning. Okay, the same box or bottle, if you close the lid, no, what will happen? The lightning, no, it will get stopped lightning. Why? Because the candle flame will be burning when the air space is there. Okay, so once we close the lid or bottle, okay, it will stop burning. Why? Because in the air we can able to see the oxygen, so it will helpful for a burning process. So here the air is essential for burning. So oxygen present in the air also helps in a burning. A substance cannot burn unless there is a constant supply of air or oxygen. If the supply of oxygen is cut off, okay, the presence of burning it will be stopped. So if there is no air supply, there is no oxygen, even the burning flame also it will get off automatically. And next one we are going to move on. How air gets polluted. How air it will get polluted? Okay, from the plant we are getting a fresh air. Then where it is getting polluted? So that we are going to see, air gets polluted when comes to a contact with, get mixed with various harmful and foreign substance present in the atmosphere. For example, the vehicle and all, it will be leaving a smoke, right? Also we can able to see the more smoke it will get released from the factories and the vehicle. So due to that, even that polluted air, it will be present in the atmosphere, right? When the fresh air entering also, the fresh air also it will get polluted. Okay, so that's how the air it will get polluted in our environment. Okay, so here I have mentioned, so it is mixed with harmful gases, it will release from the chemical fertilization factories and foreign substance. For example, now it is corona, everything it is spreading in the air, right? So that also it will come one other foreign substance. Okay, so mixing to that in the fresh air, so fresh air also it will get polluted in the environment. Also, where we are getting this polluted air, we are getting from smoke released from the vehicles, from the factories, whatever the smoke it is coming. Also, they used to burn the plastic and tire and the wood and all, right? You can able to see when you are burning the plastic and the tire, you will be getting a dark black color smoke. Okay, so that it will be very harmful for the humans, animals, also it is for the plants. Okay, so we are not supposed to burn the plastic or tires. Okay, so just whoever it is coming from the BBMP, they will be coming to collect the garbage. No? We have to give it to them. They will be using in a biodegradable some method they will be using. So in that it will get decompose. We are not supposed to burn plastic or tire, because of that our ozone layer it is no, so it will get, the layer will become very thin. So if the layer it is become very thin, no, from the sun we are getting UV light, right? So directly it will affect to the earth. Due to that, the peoples they will get skin cancer. And next one, effects of humans. So due to the polluted air, we will be getting effects, some disease or disorders we will be getting. So major cases through the harmful polluted air, the eye irritation will be there or eye itching, also headache, and the breathing problem we will face. Okay, if there is a no sufficient amount of oxygen in the air, also some harmful substance it is present in the air, so it will affect our lungs. Okay, through that we will be getting a breathing process like asthma and pneumonia. Okay, also the polluted air makes us a hill. But in the polluted air we can able to find the more germs like bacteria, fungi, virus, like this different kinds of germs it will be present in the air. So if the polluted air is also, it will get mixed up with the germs. So these germs, what it will do? It will cause a cold, cough. TB is nothing but it is a tuberculosis. Okay, TB is nothing but it is a tuberculosis. Due to the polluted air, we will get cold, cough and tuberculosis. So when you sneeze or when you cough, okay, this bacteria it is present in our body, right? What are the bacteria or virus? Now also you can take example for corona. If one person is affected with the corona, if they will cough or if they will sneeze, it will get spread, it will get mixed into the air and it will spread one person to another person. Okay, so this best example we can give for polluted air. Okay, in the polluted air we can able to see the germs, it is like a bacteria. This tuberculosis it will cause because of bacteria. And this corona now it is newly it came, no? So it is a virus, it is also it will get spread into the air. Due to the polluted air, the person will get cold, cough or tuberculosis or corona. When they will cough and they will sneeze, this what germs no, it will get mixed up into the air and it will spread one person to another person. So that is the reason environment we have to make it as a clean. So based on that we can live a healthy life. And next one, how to keep the air fresh. So we have to, obviously we have to plant more trees. Instead of using motorcycle, we can use a bicycle if you are traveling for a short distance. Also, which are the factories located in the cities. So we can tell them to make the industries or factories, whatever it is, out of city, in a village or out of town. So in that major of the people, it will stop affecting the polluted air. And next one, we can spread the greenery wherever the industries areas are more. There we can able to spread. There we can able to plant a more tree. The plant is the only one source. It will be cleaning the air. Okay. So till where I have taught the lesson, till there you can read the lesson twice, children, and if you have any doubt you can ask me the doubts in the interactive session. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.